Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat. Welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today. I hope everyone's having a good day. Need to turn myself up just a wee bit. Good to see you, Mel. You're not only on time, you're early. And Bray heard that is some amazing dad joke behavior right there. You love to see it. But so good to see y'all. So good to be back with y'all. We're going to be diving back into 5. But first, I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Campfire Crow. Thank you for the follow. Mel, you have claimed the crown of Fursendom. Long may your reign last for this day. But with that, let's go ahead. This game is so quiet. You are pleased. That is good. How do I feel about Weird Robot Mushroom News? I'm going to burn it with fire. That was cursed. Cursed, I say. Oh, right. I need my hand on the...
Let's crack.
Where's Josh Beam?
I can't do that.
So last time we were doing something involving the Edomites, apparently. I honestly don't remember too many details. I remember we met Uriah. I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh, these guys are jumpy. Also, I feel like there should be, like, background music or something playing. It certainly could be that this game glitched in some way.
I can't do that.
Candy spoilers, the Vrex Mellow Cream leaves are mid to bad. Well, I'm still going to pick some up. Good to see you, Bad Roxy. Uriah's wife is hot. Excuse me, my good sir. It's not good to talk about another man's wife that way without permission.
I can't do that.
Edomite Scarab Spear. That sounds cool. Event started. What does that mean? What do you mean, event game?
I can't do that.
Does the event get music?
I can't do that.
Brayherd, a nerd. No.
Can't do that.
No.
Finally,
Couldn't possibly
time
be.
to start swinging.
What? Why did it just forcibly
do
change
this.
my character? Whatever.
I can't do that.
This is really making me appreciate the role of a good soundtrack.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Oh, hey, look. Okay, yeah, the audio is completely borked. I am Enos, a captain of the Edomite army. I will never surrender. But what's funny is it's like the audio is still coming through. It's just like the music and the narration. It's like, I don't have time for that today.
For the
You know who
Lord.
I blame?
Ah, the French.
Also, it is exceptionally dangerous
shall
for
time
me
to do
to
the
press
Lord's
that button
bidding.
because it is right next to the go offline button. I like to live dangerously.
can't do that. I can't do that.
Fries. Hello, Nanakit. Do you have fries? Do you have enough for the whole class? Yeah, Rikki Tikki Tavi is great. It's a classic.
I can't do that.
Ah, the French fries.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I got the ranch if there are fries to go around. No, just mayonnaise. Just mayonnaise, Roxy. Embrace the Belgian way. Oh, this armor's kind of not good. Just gonna let him handle whatever he's looking at. No malt vinegar? Oh, malt vinegar's good too. But only if there's the fish to go with the chips. What are you shooting at? Like, even the other range guy's not paying attention to it. Oh, now that, however, is some pretty good armor. Twang, 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 twang. Ooh, that's a nice spear. Oh, he was just taking out this one dude who was not, who must have gotten stuck on something. He's attacking the darkness. Oh. You succeeded. Secure the road to Aqaba. Okay. I feel like this game is behaving more glitchy than usual. I bet. For too many years have I sat, and my fellow Israelites been forced to toil in the salt mines. Oh, okay. Well. But the problem is, if I leave, I have to restart the level, so I'm going to wait to the end of this level, and then we're going to close this down and restart this and see if that helps. Just want to drop something common. Sure. Oh, that is better armor. I should be managing the armor of everyone else, too, I suppose. We'll get to it.
I can't do that.
So I was looking into it, and the sequel is not a VR game like I thought. It works in VR, but it's just a normal game.
I can't do
You can just happen to play it in VR.
I can't do that.
Which is odd. So I don't know if I'm going to be bothering to play it. Excuse me. Get the shekels, please. There's something else in there that was rare. It seems to have gone missing. There it is. The Edomite boots. Okay, since we have so much stuff, let's do some inventory management with all our characters.
To shine.
Oh, that's a spooky helmet. What is the best bow I have? Probably looking like that one. No, the one I have is better. It's good damage, but not very good armor. That has a ton of armor, however. Really just love a shop somewhere so I can just ditch a bunch of this stuff. That would be nice.
Onward.
Your voice is too high-pitched. You sound like Randy from Futurama. It's slightly less, but does... Problem is having 2 pages of stuff is just a mess. Okay, so it would be slightly less armor, but crit damage, zeal, and evasion. So, sure. Hey, Britt. Good to see you. You join us at the thrilling inventory management. I'll stick with what I have on him. All right.
Thank you.
Next.
My axe was getting a bit thirsty.
Looking for good shields. 125. I wish there was a way where I could, like... Because if you highlight a shield down here, it's like, oh, yeah, so it goes to that slot, but... You can't do it in reverse? Oh, that's pretty good. Evasion rating plus 101. 141 armor? He's still wearing his basic leather bracers? Oh, dear. Give him those. Did you miss Rotadad? Nope, no one has Rotadad. You are missing the music, though. Mostly because it just decided to not show up today. Ah, there we go. Rotadad. So I preached, and you can check this, because it was on the live stream, but I preached about conflict, and the fact that not a lot of us want or seek conflict, and we're all different, have different levels of ability of handling it. He has like nothing good available to him. And Paul was certainly no different as a human being, but also like the community he was working with was very ooh, there we go. Very prone to division in the Corinthians. And so he calls them out on it. You know, kind of cuts through the division to create unity. And, you know, it's not a fun process, but it's a necessary one. And so it can be with us that we both sometimes need to listen and also
My spear is hungry. Follow me.
to speak prophetically. I mean, not even that necessarily with the Corinthians. It was more just like, bruh, why are you guys fighting over such petty stuff? Get over it. Why are you so basic? Paul's letter to TikTok. Why are you so basic? All right, that's good enough.
Time to shine.
Now I hope there's a shop nearby. Paul can be a little brutal sometimes, yeah. Oh, you stupid Galatians. My brother in Christ, I hope this email finds you before I do. If I am novice master ever, I am going to have to use that.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Hello, Trekkie. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well.
I can't do that.
Bad Adamites. Aha! A shop! The spice merchant. I'm just gonna donate everything. Got an extra person blessing us. Great.
Thanks.
Are your other friends here that I can give the goats to? No? Okay.
What can I do for you?
You guys never really have anything amazing. You have stuff that's fine, but never amazing.
I can't do that.
I freed 12 miners. Sorry, last miner. I guess you have to stay. I honestly don't really know what Zeal and Vicar do. But I do like a health up and slightly more armor. And vitality usually means more health as well.
I've been wanting to stretch my legs.
Let's give you that sling.
Watch me work. Time to... Good. My axe is ready for battle.
Time to do the
Your axe
Lord's
is ready.
bidding.
Okay, Gimli. Yes, move on to the city of Akaba.
David and Joab
Think this is
were
the
with
live
the
stream you're
army
referring to?
outside the
Probably.
city of Aqaba,
Not clicking that link.
engaged with the Edomite forces. David had sent his
Hey!
5 guardians, along with Uriah the Hittite, into the city itself and charged them with Aqaba's capitulation.
We have voiceovers. We have music. We have background noise. It's fixing itself. Nature is healing. Okay, maybe the music went away again. Tell you what, let's shut this down. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm so sorry. My desktop is so messy. Oh no.
The story.
I have a messy desktop too. I know. Could you believe it? Icons everywhere. Ugh.
David and Joab were with the army out.
Time to shine.
Okay, maybe it's just broken forever.
I can't.
Oh no, there's music now. I barely know what my desktop looks like because I barely see it.
Finally, time to start.
Let's do this.
As you might be able to guess, I'm a minimalist when it comes to my desktops, so I tend to like having them open.
No! Abishai?
No! Abishai, how could you let this happen to you?
I can't.
I don't know how I'm shooting that many arrows in a single moment, but it's pretty cool.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
Ooh, bread. Bread that I never use.
I can't.
This has basically become a point-and-click adventure game where the only thing is use bow on person.
I can't. I can't.
Can't. I'm stuck! I'm stuck inside his model!
I can't.
I have such a cool photo of the Holy Land in your background. Helps
I
keep you
can't.
from covering it. That works.
I can't.
I can't hit the guy who's at point-blank
can't.
range.
I can't. I can't.
There we go. I have to slay 300
Can't.
apparently. And it's not giving me a counter of how far along I am.
I can't.
Oh, that's a lot of dudes.
I can't.
You all have swords. I have a bow. There is one. This is a simple solution. It's an altar plus a rock from the Basilica of Agony. Oh, very nice.
Time to do the Lord's bidding.
Sorry about that flashing. I just was holding down tab to pull up the map, and it decided, I'm not sure if you're holding that. I feel like not standing in the red circle of doom is a good idea. What do you think, chat?
I can't do that.
I thought I was still the archer character.
I can't do that.
So I was trying to do the spray of arrows.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, even though he was deceased and therefore could not fire arrows, and arrows did not land visually, that sound effect still played out, so that was weird.
I can't do that.
Also, those guys appeared out of nowhere.
Joab killed every male in Edom. It says this happened when David was in Edom, so we presume it was at the time of these battles.
Well, there you go. Ooh, side quest.
Hello, I am Paltai, a simple merchant trying to get back home to Hebron.
You have your boat. Why don't you go?
Well, if it was just me, I would have. You see, I gathered together as many Israelites as I could find who wished to escape, and we were all prepared to leave the city in the boats we had collected. Unfortunately, the water gates have been closed, which block our access out of the harbor. If you could maybe get the water gates open, we will leave as quickly as possible.
I mean, I'm happy to help you, but also, why haven't you gone and done that yourself? Also, where is everyone else you're trying to escape with?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
that.
Oh, I bet you can.
Can't do that.
Just try harder. Exploding spear. That sounds more like a wrestling move.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
This is a more obnoxious spike than when I had to fight 300 of them on my own.
I can't do that.
Let's go. I can't do that. Can't
Is
do
there no end to the Edomites? I mean, I know I'm the end of the Edomites in a sense, but... It's over, Anakins. I have the high ground. Yes, I've decided all Edomites are now named Anakin.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
That was some impressive rowing, considering they had no oars in hand. Like, look at that. It's not even synchronized, but look how straight that boat is going. That's amazing. Okay, apparently they were just gonna keep spawning so long as I was trying to
For
open
the
the
Lord.
gates.
Let's crack some skulls.
So moral of the story is, I got XP, I guess.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Did I know James Earl Jones was a convert to Catholicism? Yes, he converted when he was in the military, apparently. There's a great photo in the Black Catholic Messenger of him in a church. And it looks pretty recent, like within the last few years.
can't do that.
Can't or won't? Yeah. 93 is a good age, so. Oh, cool. I can get rid of creepy deer skull. Okay.
Let's crack some skulls.
That is a stylish hat.
Onward!
Every time his voice, I cannot take it seriously. Onward!
Thank you.
Now is the moment.
I thought you'd never ask.
No, unfortunately, Joshua B. Eleazar, I will ask.
Let's crack some skulls.
Okay, you're too eager to say that. Cool. That's good enough for me. Need all of that.
Oh, so kind of you.
You the only beggar here? You are the only beggar here. Oh no, the Shepherd Network is here. Give him that.
May the Lord bless you. Welcome.
Actually, who can use shields?
Wise choice. Time to dull
You.
this blade a little, don't you think?
No! Ah, I didn't mean to sell that. I thought that would equip it. Ah! That's Cracks and Skulls. Makes more sense. Than you say we're dwarf Scottish accent. Yeah.
Let's crack some skulls. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I wish I hadn't accidentally gotten rid of that other shield, but oh well. If there's one thing with this game that I do appreciate, is for all the armor, and there is a level of intricacy you can get into if you really want. You don't need to.
I can't do that.
You just kind of generally be like, ah, yeah, that looks better. As long as your overall numbers are going up, you'll be fine. Uh-oh, Bad Roxy has redeemed a father joke. You know, Roxy, I've always thought, maybe I should live in Switzerland. I don't really know that much about it, but I hear the flag is a big plus.
Thank you for your assistance with the water gates. Everyone got out of the harbor safely.
Then why aren't you sailing home?
Well, we ran into a bit of a problem.
You don't say.
You see, our vessels are the small boats of fishermen, not large seagoing vessels. As such, we have to stay close to the coast. The trouble is that the coast is guarded by Jacobah, the great archer commander and his men.
Get it? A big plus.
Surely they
The
will
flag
slaughter
looks like a
our small fleet
plus.
as soon as it is in range.
It's funny because Gale explained the joke.
Always something.
Oh, hello. Hello, all you wonderful people. I thought for sure Gale's going to comment on your face. I'm sure you had a great face. Oh, you're going to DM it? You're going to give me ammunition? That's dangerous.
I can't.
Why am I on fire?
I can't do that.
Jacobah is
Can't do
cursed. You do have great face.
I can't do that.
We just yeeted that guy across this courtyard. You all have great faces. Aw. Well, as I like to say, people tell me I have a voice for radio, so I respond with I have a face for radio too. You're inside and your dad is not here for more dad jokes. Your dad's dad jokes are great.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Can't do that. I can't do that.
They were
I can't do
plentiful.
that. I can't do that.
One might say he had a bountiful harvest of dad jokes. I appreciate you guys just like standing there and waiting for us, especially since you're archers and could have been, you know, attacking.
Can't do that.
Also, the Edomite tower shields must have something missing from their model. Because they're like crouching and they have their arms like they're holding the big shield. Well, thank you for the ammunition. I mean, joke, Britt.
David secured Edom by establishing garrisons throughout the country.
Really? Because the story you're telling us is you sent in 5 super soldiers to just kick everyone's butt.
The 5 guardians of David warily entered the plaza of Adareth in the city of Aqaba. The plaza was empty and silent.
I mean, I suppose you could say, Mel, that he was giving you motivation. The faster you completed the oil line, the sooner you got out from the wheel well and listening to the dad jokes.
Welcome to Aqaba, my friends. I am Sirah of the Captain's Guard. You have been making quite the commotion in the upper quarters.
I don't think that's the tone he'd be using.
Now, be gentlemen and surrender at once. No? Then it is the Dance of Blades for us. Are you prepared?
Excuse me? You put us in cage? You cage us like common pets? Jail for mother for 1,000 years.
I can't do that.
Taste my fire!
I can't do that.
Sometimes you make sense and I don't like it.
Javelin ear!
Well, you know, that's my job.
I can't do that.
You have to know what, Nanakit? The father joke that Britt just sent. It'll probably show up tomorrow. Oh, okay, there they are. It's like there's just a spear sliding across the ground. What do you mean out of stock? What, were you trying... Oh, were you trying to redeem a father joke?
The battle in the Valley of Salt
There's a
was
cooldown.
a decisive defeat, with 12,000 men of Edom slain. Another 4,000 were captured and brought to Aqaba. The 5 guardians of
And
David
apparently
had
it's
risen
back.
early to begin their journey home.
Well, Mel, since you have redeemed a father joke, you know, it's true that Mozart was quite the child prodigy. Seriously, he was A sharp minor.
Farewell, brother. I do not envy your task.
David had me do the same in Philistia. Someone needs to stay behind and make sure there is no trouble.
I expect you won't be long. Maybe a month or 2.
Less than a month, I should think. David expects efficiency out of me.
That be a flat joke? I don't know. Maybe I should be more like the 5 guardians and horse around.
Be gentle on them, Joab. They are a good people at heart.
Of course, my brother.
Make A sharp minor with your vocal cords? I don't have tone control with my voice. I don't know what notes I'm making.
Have you the final count, Captain?
Yes, sir. 2,000 able-bodied men from Aqaba, plus the 4,000 captured in the Valley of Salt. That totals to 6,000. What are we to do with them, sir?
Kill them. All of them.
Oh my. That's no. I don't think you need to go that far.
Eleazar, my husband returns with his brave companions. You have returned in one piece, I see. Did you kill many?
I did. My foes trembled beneath my might. It was a sight to behold. It saddens me that you were not there to witness it.
It is an unfortunate thing, my husband. Perhaps next time. What does David plan for you next?
It's an odd thing to be like, hey, why can't you just follow me into battle, wife, and watch? That conversation was just weird. Oh, right. I got Wonder Stones last time. I have not been using those. I should use those. The current one I have is slightly better higher damage, actually. His might. The Lord might smite him for that one. Yea, and verily. I'm just gonna donate everything. To the Spice Merchant. There we go. New inventory tab. New stash tab.
Your generosity is appreciated.
Unlock mana bread. It's tastier, healthier bread that heals even more and a little stamina. Does that replace the bread I have, or do I have to get that special bread separate? Oh, Dingo's fat kidneys. Okay, so I thought this button was donate 100 shekels. It's tithe 100% of your shekels? I gave all my money to Ebion by accident. I mean, we don't really buy anything, so it's fine, but it's just like, oops.
Keep me safe, oh God!
Go biblically accurate Power Rangers. I mean, they're more biblically accurate than regular Power Rangers. Good to see you, Happy Cynic. Yeah, I tried 10 times the amount asked for, but that's okay. It went to a good cause. Giving me more inventory space. Stir the hornet's nest? That's not... Why would you name a mission that? Like, why would you go up to your, like, super generals, your Power Rangers, and be like, yo, Operation Stir the Hornet's Nest is go. Huh? Okay, I guess. It's chapter 7 of 11.
David inquired of the Lord and asked, O Lord, I have eradicated the Edomites as you commanded. Shall I not wage war on the Moabites?
Spicy sky raisins, do I want to know?
And the Lord
Oh, you're
replied,
talking about wasps.
Go
and
forth
hornets.
against Moab, for you shall win a great victory in my name. Take heed of those that came before you. When Moses led my people through Moab, they disobeyed my rule and fornicated with their women. This I forbid.
During the Exodus, Moses led our people through many lands. When they reached Moab, the Lord nearly decimated them all. Know your own history. The men lay with the women of Moab, and of the sacrificial meals they served to their false gods. Only through the devotion of a single priest were they spared. Hear me, men of Israel! The Lord has ensured us a victory against the vile Moabites and their abhorrent king Mesa. None shall touch a woman of Moab or eat of their table. This is the Lord's command.
This is rich coming from the guy who's gonna be, you know, something Bathsheba.
And so David gathered his commanders to plot war with Moab. Finally, he was to gain the vengeance he so desired. Finally, he was to gain retribution for the crimes against his house.
Also, you can apparently buy the comic book on Steam for free.
David described his strategy to his generals to meet the Moabite army in the wilderness near Ker-Hareseth and use the terrain to their advantage. The canyons and gorges of the area are ideal for their troops. David spoke of how a defeat of Moab would increase their control of the king's highway trading route and over the mineral mines in the area. David and his 5 guardians were just outside the valley of Ben-Hamad where the Moabite army was encamped. The Moabites controlled all traffic in and out of the canyon via a series of gateways. In order for David's mission to continue, he had to get through.
We can go no further until we control the gates into the valley. I will rely on the 5 of you once again to clear the path for me. We must destroy the Moabite gates so that my army may pass through unhindered.
I have no idea. I have a feeling the voice narration is actually included because it's probably just the cutscenes, just on their own. But it's free, so you can go find out. Also, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but I kind of like the way that David is being presented as sort of slowly slipping into more and more of a warmongering state.
I can't do that.
Which is not inaccurate to his biblical portrayal of, like, the Lord's faithful asterisk. You know, as he gets older, Obviously, there's the whole Bathsheba and killing Uriah incident, but there's a whole war with his family, and like,
Can't do that.
you know, there's a lot going on in David's story. He is not a paragon of virtue endlessly. You'll be so happy when you get a freeze and your cats won't be bringing grasshoppers to play with. Oh, I don't know about that. They'll probably just bring in the frozen grasshoppers. Jesus does descend from imperfect people. Very imperfect people, in fact, if you read his genealogy. There are some very stellar people in there, but then there's other stories where like, oh yeah. And this is why he can't build the temple. Well, that's why ultimately he's not allowed. I mean, he's kind of not... He still don't do it from the beginning. I think part of that was probably the idea of like, hey, let your dynasty get established. You don't have to... You personally don't have to do everything. Remember, God said, I will... Your descendants will sit upon the throne forever. Might be a clue to say, huh, maybe our family can do good over the course of generations. No? Oh, okay. Me. Just me. Yeah, well... I mean, Solomon in many ways follows a similar trajectory. I mean, the wise Solomon of youth, you know, ask of the Lord anything and he will give it to you. I ask for wisdom. And then later is like, haha, many wives of different gods, I shall build them temples too. You can't trust that they might mess it up. Well, you know.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Summary of the Old Testament. The Israelites got up to shenanigans. Even the best of them did some crazy stuff. But God was patient and gave them another chance and sent another prophet to tell them to stop. Yeah. Except occasionally God did come in and be like, we need to have a chat. I'm sending you all out into exile. Exile is grounded. Use that with your children. I'm exiling you. Go to your corner. Recently read Solomon was missing at least 3 more virtues if you consider wisdom and prudence as prudence. That's an interesting reflection. Boo! Boo, Brayherd, boo!
I can't do that.
Man, I can't believe we're in southern Utah right now.
We must destroy these camps.
I can't do that.
You get it together or I will turn this salvation around, so help me. Well, except God never will turn salvation around, fortunately. Some prophets were real mean. Yeah. I don't know if it was that they were mean. I think it's just that they were exasperated. Levitating bread. Let's try out this Wonderstone, see what it does.
I can't do
Oh, that. Whoops. There we go. Oh, that's quite the conflagration. Oh, they're single use. Oh. Oh, that's that's a problem. I'm actually super happy to see David in this, or not David, Nathan in this game. I really dig him as a prophet. I think he's kind of an interesting character. He's just kind of caught in the middle of a lot of it. It's like, should have saved that for later. Well, if I had known it was single use. Jeremiah was a bullfrog? Excuse me, guys. Guys, please. Camels.
I can't do that.
It's annoying when your wit is faster than your fingers. Wasn't, yeah. Yeah, Jonah was sad that Nineveh was spared. Like, I love that story. Because he, like, goes out to the desert. And then, like, God sends him a tree to have shade where he's watching from. And then Nineveh doesn't get blown up. And he's like, what the heck, God? You said you were going to blow it up. And God's like, okay, first of all, you didn't do your end of the bargain. You didn't preach all the way through the city. Second of all, I'm God. I'm merciful. Third, I'm God. You don't tell me what to do. Fourth, I'm taking this tree away. Just to prove the point. Shade behind while you were on the car. Money, don't give it all away. Right! Don't be generous and give to those in need.
Can't do that.
That's the moral of the story.
Can't do that.
Jonah descending into the abyss for 3 days sounds like something
Can't
that
do that.
else happened later.
I can't do that.
Nah. It's certainly not a type of anything.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Generous is one thing, everything is something else.
I can't do that.
Sell everything you have and follow me. It's okay. I got something better. Nice weather. Only 86 outside and the breeze is picked up. Nice. What kind of gear do we have? That is a very nice spear. Not as much max damage, but much better. About the same min damage, actually. Never mind. It's about the same. Now, a lot of this I can't equip yet because I'm not at the right level. Till Dad that he was saying the GD word a lot. He was like, oh, I didn't even realize. Really try not to do that. Oh, there you go. You took that well. 92 today. Well, the high. But Thursday's a high of 72. Well, today the high is 80, so it's getting back up there.
Can't do that.
Oh, gee, this looks like a boss fight. Oh no, we'll never be able to climb over those rocks. You have a tropical storm making landfall? That doesn't sound fun. Hulk smash.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
I think you'll find that you can. In fact, you did do it. Ooh, that was an ultra rare thing. Moabite Scorpion Blade. Yep, Ben and I can have that. Speaking of weather or not fun, drove in rain for an hour and a half to your appointment. And the entire hour and 45 back. Ugh. Well, hashtag Florida. Not saying it doesn't suck.
Can't do that.
Hey, Squirrel. Good to see ya.
Can't
Meep has joined the battle. Mostly as a cheerleader, but
can't do that.
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I can't do that.
Pretty solid. There you go. Oh, Brayherd has now redeemed a father joke. Hey, Brayherd, do you know what state does the most laundry? Washington. Glad to hear you're doing solidly and not liquidus, Squirrel. Is this an actual King David game? Yeah. Yeah, in fact, that's King David. Whoa, they're merging together. The guy in purple is King David, but he's kind of merging with this other dude. Yeah, we're currently taking out the Moabites.
I can't do that.
But David has been established as king for a couple years now in the story.
Can't do that.
When did this come out? I want to say like 2018 or something like that.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Like, not this year, but more recent than you'd expect. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this game handles the whole Bathsheba thing. We have been introduced to Uriah already and been told, wow, he's such a good guy and such a good soldier. Again, I'm just way too low level to wear a bunch of this stuff. Kind of a random question, but do you remember a conversation about theft in the Universal Destination Goods? Do you have something that you specialize in college or seminary? I don't know that priests did that sort of thing. Sort of. So, like, seminary is kind of like a jack of all trades situation. I know this armor's better, but I just don't. Again, this game is very good about just being like, yeah, you know, as long as your numbers are going up. Anyway, yeah, there's some wiggle room where like you can take some electives. So like I did some personal study around like ecumenical dialogue and I spent a lot of my interests in liturgical theology, actually. Like, if I had a personal thing I would want to go on for further studies, it would be liturgical theology. But, you know, it's certainly not limited to that.
Lord
so,
bless you.
yeah, what about the part where the sons rebel against? Yeah, again, I think that we'll see how far this game goes, because we're on mission 7 of 11.
Now that the gates are secure, we need more information on what to expect from Messa. Ariella, I need you to sneak into the Moabite camp and bring back any information you can find.
No, liturgical theology is more like the theology of worship, like how we celebrate the sacraments. So like their historical development, their theology, their symbolism. So obviously part of that is itself rooted in the Bible. How different is the seminary curriculum between our dudes, diocesan, Jesuit, Dominican, etc.? It can vary. So there is a thing called the document for priestly program for priestly formation, which is technically for diocesan guys, but it does get used by a lot of religious because it is overall pretty good. Like in terms of the curriculum, it's more or less the same. Like it's not going to be identical from seminary to seminary, but you know, where I was, we had diocesan guys, Franciscans, Benedictines, Dominicans, etc. So we were all studying alongside each other and had like that. But then in-house is where you're really gonna the differences are gonna shine. So like we would have every Wednesday night, we'd have like an intentional time of formation together as Paulists and do a conference, and you know, they'll do similar things in like the Franciscan house, and just like learning the Franciscan way of doing it versus the Jesuit way of doing it. So who made this game? It's called Monarch Games, I think, something like that. I mean, I would say a lot of modern religious games are also still not great. This one is honestly a really shining example of a religious game done well that is also just a good game.
And make sure to remind the other camps to have their stored weapon supplies ready. The weapons will be crucial in our victory over the Israelite army. Yes, sir!
Interesting.
Thank you for the rich commentary there, Ariella. I mean, this game's not perfect. Like, I often get stuck on geometry. But, you know, it's for a small studio, it's pretty dang good. And it displays kind of a religious history well. That is not... It neither is trying to, like, sanitize it to a degree where it's, like, that it's meaningless, but it's also not, like, trying to make an argument against religion by any means. Like, it's made by a religious group. Yeah, no, I think this is a great example of, like, yeah, there's a lot of good drama in the Old Testament. I mean, I'm surprised there hasn't been, like, an HBO-style series of the life and dynasty of King David. I'm also kind of happy that it hasn't happened, because I can't imagine that actually being handled well, but... Oh, there's a lot of you. Ariella goes stabby stabby. Oh, this has to be top 5. Not just top 10, easily top 5. The sequel was not as well received. It sounds like it was kind of a bit more rushed in its production, so... Yeah, an HBO drama, I mean, not, Yeah. Like, I think there are ways where you could handle that, all of that well in a television show and, like, you know, make it an entertaining and engaging drama, because in many ways it was and is, etc. But I don't know. I don't want it to turn into like the next... I wouldn't want it to be the next Game of Thrones. Yeah, The Chosen is well received, and I think rightly so. I think it takes some interesting liberties that I don't necessarily quite agree with, but you know, it's nothing that's like, wow, this ruins it. But by and large, I think it does a good job of showing the very human side of the Gospels that we don't always get. I might actually write a letter of disagreement if something like that happened. Oh no, am I old now? No, it just means you're sensible. Not saying the movie is better than the book. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I was expecting a cutscene.
The next morning,
like a
King
comic
David
book.
called together Ariella and his 5 guardians to discuss their next task. He was pleased with Ariella's
Wait,
mission
was based
from
on
the
a book?
previous night. He
No,
ordered
Brayherd,
his
it was based on
guardians to
4
destroy each of
books.
the Moabite camps Ariella had found.
Should we come across their treacherous king, Messa, I will deal with him myself.
Actually, something I find interesting is that the studio is now selling a syncretization of the 4 Gospels, kind of based on the series. And like, I think you can definitely do that. In fact, I have a book right behind me that was an attempt to do that in the year 1900. Along with new archaeological evidence from the time. So it's not without merit, but I think you do definitely have to present it up front of like, look, you can't truly blend all 4 Gospels into one coherent narrative perfectly for various historical and theological reasons. But for the sake of pious reading, you can do something. Ursi Kork, thank you for the... Ursi York. York? Welcome to the channel. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome. Thank you for the follow.
I can't do that.
That's my dad! Oh, hi, Mel's dad! Glad to have you. We love supportive parents around here who support their children's interests. Well, yeah, especially love when they vote for me on Goth. Which you can't do anymore, by the way. You can no longer vote. You can no longer buy bonus votes during the rooting round. I like to call it the Father Evan rule.
can't do that.
Game of favorites. You should be able to pick a favorite. Yeah, but I do think that like the whole knowing who you're voting for there have definitely been games, and I am certainly guilty of this, where it has kind of shifted it. Reading rules. Got it. My name is Eric York. Good day. Ah! That explains the name. Welcome. Did I break off? No. It's something I had actually brought up to Peter separately. And he talked to me about it sort of behind the scenes. And he's like, hey, I kind of want to do this, but I don't want to like put you on blast. I'm like, no, I think this is actually a good choice. I think from a meta perspective, that's just the right way to go. So.
I can't do that.
Because it can lead to some bad feels where, like, you know, if someone's like at 150 after the first rooting round and everyone else is at like 20 points, like, oh, well, okay.
I can't do that. Can't do that.
So I was celebrating Mass today with the sisters, and I gotta say, the prayers for today had some really tough words in them. Do you want to create a Twitch cat post on YouTube? See, that's fair.
By dominating Moab, David secured his position in Edom, controlled more of the king's highway, gathered riches, and had a position in which to invade Ammon.
What words? One moment. I might be able to actually look. I had to find my copy of Palabra y Christia. I think this has the collects. Oh no, it does not. Okay. I really want to look this up now. We're going on a Spanish adventure today. So one for sure was beneficiarse. And the problem is like the book is so big it's like the words slightly curve into the spine when you're trying to read it, and so you're like but the collect is this is slightly different. This looks like it's like Spain Spanish rather than the Mexican missal that the nuns use. O Dios, por ti nos ha venido la redención y se nos ofrece la adopción filial. Mira con bondad a los hijos de tu amor, para que cuantos creemos en Cristo alcancemos la libertad verdadera y la herencia eterna por nuestro Señor Jesucristo. Amen. So, that one... It was pretty, though. Well, thank you. But admittedly, that's with practice after this morning. But there's another word in there. Maybe it was in the preface or something. And I don't have the ability or time to go searching for that right now. But there was just a word where I'm like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to start with pronouncing this. Uh-oh, Nana Kids redeemed a father joke. Well, we've apparently made this a very musical episode. And you know who else is good at music? Lizards. They really know their scales.
The Bible describes the fight between Benaiah and the two Moabite warriors, but it does not say why, when, or where it happened.
Oh dear. We're going into a 1v2 fight with Benaiah. Which one's Benaiah? I don't even remember. I think he's sword and shield guy. That was not bad. That's about the best praise I can give a father joke.
I can't do that.
Here, I'll give you a free one. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that one online, actually. You know enough Latin. The one time you went to an extraordinary form mass, I understand most of it. The last time I was inside a cathedral, I had no idea what some people were saying. It was practically Greek to me. And I have some good news. Makes you want to know more. Yeah. It's just when I'm like, maybe I don't want to be saying like in call or because it's like it's funny, but it's like just borderline where it's like, I do try to keep it PG-13 around here. Oh, here comes the Benaiah fight.
As David and his men returned, after decimating the Moabite encampments, they were in high spirits. Although David was unable to extract his vengeance upon the Moabite king Messah, victory was still theirs. Little did he know that he would soon get another opportunity. Suddenly, David and his men found themselves surrounded.
King David, so nice to finally meet you.
Wait, he has his own Power
I
Rangers.
hope you don't mind that we were using your tent. The sun is dreadful this morning.
Messah.
You have created quite the dilemma for me. However, I believe an arrangement can still be made.
You will die this day, mongrel.
Hit a Twitch, but was like,
Oh, now, David, please do not let this discussion devolve into something barbaric. We are civilized men. We can dispense with the petty name-calling. My army may be in shambles, but I do believe I still hold the upper hand in this little affair. This is your niece, yes? Shall I send her to meet the rest of your family, or will you be reasonable?
Ariella,
Now you and your men are going to lower your weapons and surrender. We are all walking out of here, and...
Ariella proves that she is not a damsel in distress. She is here to kick butt and take names.
Carathites, Helathites, to me! Benaiah, bring me that man's head.
Well, this ought to be fun.
Ah, yes. Okay, here's the fight. I have no idea what my abilities are. Probably have a bunch of points I can even upgrade these with. So fracture armor weakens the enemy. Ooh, thunderclap. Actually, I'm gonna equip that and rank it up. And equip that and rank it up. Sure. What's the giant glowing thing? Probably just another glitch.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
No, get out of there.
I can't do that.
You know what? I think this is a fine time to use this Wonderstone.
I can't do that.
Yes.
Honestly, reducing his armor is pretty powerful.
I can't do that.
I'm worried about that stone wearing off at some point, though.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
All right, that's one down. Oh, I think the other's enraged. I made him angry. Gotta go have maintenance people here painting new door. All right, good to see you. Thank you for the follow.
I can't do that.
You may be immune to the stun of that, but it still does a lot of damage. Hey, Eminem. Good to see ya. You join us as we defeat the Moabite generals / champions. You're heading to a cathedral where people are saying isn't going to practically be Greek to me because it's Russian. Well, there you go. What does Rotterdam mean? Readings of the day. It's just kind of a So like in the church, we have different readings for each day at Mass. And just so like a command is !Rotunda. And it'll bring up what those readings are, and you can ask me what I preached about at Mass. See? There you go. So today I preached about how Paul kind of talks to a community that is in a state of conflict and division, and is calling them together because
With
that's
the defeat of the Moabite
really what
army, and David gaining his vengeance
responding to
against
the
their
gospel
king,
means in many
it was
ways.
time again for
Not
peace.
ignoring conflict,
The
but seeking
Israelite army
healthy
was ready
resolution to it.
return home, as were the
And seeking
5
life together.
guardians of David.
I will miss you, my brother.
And I you, little sister.
Again we part ways. Farewell and be merciful, my brother, even as the Lord shows mercy on his people.
Always.
You have everything you need.
Of course, my king. My men are just awaiting my orders.
I do not blame these people for their king's mistakes. They will be shown some mercy.
I have a length of rope, per your request. 3 men will lie down and be measured by it. I will put to death a man for every 2 lengths, and allow the 3rd man to live.
That's...
I leave it to you then.
By your will, my king.
weirdly biblically accurate, I feel, but also still kind of terrifying.
The 5 guardians of David! Welcome home! I have missed you, husband.
And I you, my wife. Any news that we may have missed on our travels?
Yes, one thing of note. The Ammonite king has passed. David is to send emissaries to Rabbah in the morning to deliver his condolences. I believe he may be sending Ariella as well.
Okay, so we have 4 acts left. And basically, I guess 2 more weeks of this in September. So that's kind of perfect. Ooh, wow, look at those pauldrons. That's a lot of armor. 1522 to 1844. Ooh. Bows and spears. Do priest collars have special names? They're generally referred to as clerical collars. As those who wear them are clergy or clerics. Other than that, they don't necessarily have like a special name. They're just a handy signifier in many ways. Modern ones are made of plastic, so you can actually kind of... Hey, Artemithril! So, like, when I buy my shirts, I typically will also buy, like, 10 or 20 extra, because they're like a dollar each. So... He removed it. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Panic! Panic! Where'd the priest go? Where'd the priest go? Don't worry. Don't worry. He's still here. I want to make the wibble wobble saw sound. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty much fine turning the rest of this in. Except, oh, I do want to see shield-wise if I can give him... There we go. That's a good... Dingoes fed kitties! I keep doing it. I keep having the donation thing open and being like, here, have this, I guess. I always went the whole way around. There are some that do that. This is like your most basic model, where it's just like a little square showing. But there are some where there's like a little bit of white showing around the top, all the way around. Need more games about Bronze and Iron Ages in your life? Well, I have good news. Age of Mythology expansion is out. Anyway, I'm going to turn in all of this. I thought there was a shield I wanted to hold. Shields count as weapons? Oh my goodness.
Your generosity is
This
appreciated.
game's so rude sometimes. Oh no, my object permanence isn't strong. Where'd Father Evan go? Alright. I played so much Age of Mythology. Yeah, and the remaster is out and it looks really pretty. You can kill a person with a shield. This is true. You can kill a person with lots of things. That doesn't necessarily make it a weapon in and of itself. That makes it more circumstantial. Anyway, Burkadoo. Seeing priests who have a thing where it's just a clerical shirt in the front. Ah, Rabbi. I actually was talking about those just the other day on P-Tony's stream because I found a great shirt that'll, and I ordered it, of course, because it was on like a 70% off sale from a really nice company, but a shirt to go under those. And what it's called is called a Rabbi, and it's literally just the collar and then like the front of the shirt in like an old-fashioned dickie, and then there's like elastic bands around the arms and around the waist and the back. There's also what's known, and it's spelled R-A-B-A-T. It's French, so of course it's pronounced weird. There's also gilet, which is like a vest version of it. Has a priest ever used wololololo to convert someone? I don't know. I'll try it right now. Wololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololol prefer to T-pose on people. I turned blue! Well, that's impressive because I'm on Team Black. But we're gonna... Oh, wow, I've dropped 271 frames. That's weird. Anyway, we're gonna call it there for a day. About 10 minutes early, but I don't want to dive into the next mission because, like, if you save in the middle of a mission, you have to restart from the beginning, and it's really that's like one of the few design flaws of this game. But it's okay. But we still have 4 more missions to do, 8 through 11, so we should be pretty much on track to complete this by the end of September, which I'm excited. I want to see how this story goes, or how the later David stuff goes, or where they cut off. Seeing this very short version where it's only like half the clerical shirt. Yeah. Why are they used? It could be a comfortability thing. So like, one that the buttonless front is actually considered more formal in certain circumstances. In just like men's fashion in general. I realize that's not something we see too often today, but that is actually a thing. So you can just wear it over like whatever shirt you have underneath. And then you wear like a suit jacket over it, and boom, you look good. You look ready to go. For some guys, they do that as a way to be like, they like travel with one. So it's like, if I'm called upon and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to put on a collar and be seen in a collar, they can just do that like that. Because you literally just like around your neck and through the armholes. So yeah, I should be able to save anytime. Used to not be able to save at all. Well, there's that. There is that. So, but I think we're gonna call it there for the day. So, let's see. Yeah, it's not super common in America. It's more common in other countries, I feel. And then, like, you know, if you're at like a function, you can take the jacket off, and then you can put your all on, and you don't have like a full shirt underneath necessarily. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there. So thank you so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. It's been good to be with y'all today. Wow, my stream rate is really low. That's so wild. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Tune in again tomorrow for midweek Minecraft. Thursday, we're going to be doing some Roller Coaster Tycoon. Next Monday, more Kingdom Hearts, and then more 5 on Tuesday. So I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care, and let's see who's live to raid. Gonna raid you on into Father Bill. Father Bill's a cool dude. He's a priest in Southern Illinois. Raid call will be, I guess, Father raid still, but Hello Father from Father. It could be another fun one. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care, and God bless.